sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Today.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. down to the 10, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An extra point try now for Moody. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. He's off to a pretty shaky start, to put it mildly. He's had 2 passes picked off and run back for touchdowns, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. Throwing after the interception, Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 3rd down and 13. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
The extra point try now for Moody.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Smith now on second down.
Oh, Smith and Jigba, what a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Smith now to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down. Trying the left side with one.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot. A give for Walker running right.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Gino now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now Gino on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Gino. It's caught. Block it. And out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
To throw is Smith.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on second down is Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. To boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So we've hit...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
And out now come the Seahawks. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 66 yards.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st down, Smith.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Throwing is Smith.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing again is Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Nick Bosa
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Smith.
On the slant, it's Fant.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
That is caught.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unreal.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. One last throw here for Smith. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, this
day. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Running right on the option is Murray. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
To throw, it's Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. A gain of 10, first down Arizona. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Murray now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come play.
He's got him in, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Purdy's throw complete there to McLeod. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Murray to air it out again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. A short one here caught by McBride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to midfield. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they can't bring him down. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
The throw over the middle, taken in, pushing his way through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Purdy. Flushed out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 28-0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 27-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Murray again. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Eric Armstead able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Oh, nice move. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. And running with power here.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower?
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point,
and it is 42-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to...
It got his man complete. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the 49ers are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. Finding room in midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Side Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action. Now Purdy. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
2nd and 6 from the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. From the gun on third down, Murray. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Here's Murray from midfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.
day. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Purdy off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd down and 3. Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performance.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I get
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And this is going to be 49er football.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Taking a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Inside the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it.
his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score.
And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point,
and it is 28-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Watt. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Completes it to Watt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Purdy to throw it on first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod, 69 yards.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hurts.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He juked him. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And a route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod.
And bulldozing his way through. Past midfield, look out.
Ray McLeod.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On the carry, it's Watt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go with Watt again, the fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw.
Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And this is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is caught. Jennings. Touchdown.
Juwan Jennings.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are pouring it on. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A throw right side, you're going to be incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Taken in at the 22. Able to slither by. A tremendous return there, 39 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
This is Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
Juwan Jennings
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wish. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
It's complete to Watt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Another carry in the game for the fullback Watt. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
This is 2nd and 8.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, lock.
Touchdown, Eagles. Albert O from a yard out.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hurts.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.